AudioVerse is an online tool for memorizing Scripture. And so basically you just create an account and you can add in any verses that you're memorizing. And AudioVerse will generate audio files for those verses so that you can listen to your verses anywhere or anytime. And so I'm logged into my account here, and as I scroll through my verses, I'll see everything that I've added. And if I want to listen to any one of those verses, I can just click the play button next to it.
And whosoever of you will be the chiefest, shall be servant of all. Mark 10 verse 44. And whosoever of you will be the chiefest, shall be servant of all. Mark 10 verse 44.
I'll stop the playback there, but you'll see that it just loops the verse for you, so that if you're washing dishes or doing any kind of housework, even just sitting at your desk, AudioVerse will be playing that verse again and again and again. And of course, as you hear the verse multiple times, you'll find that it is ingrained in your memory, and it makes memorization much easier. Now, if you want to add a verse to your account, that's very easily done. Just click the Add Verse button, and it invites you to type or paste the verse text right in here in the verse text field. And so let's add Psalm 40 verse 4, and we'll paste it in from Bible Gateway. We'll just enter the reference as well as the verse text, and then click Add Verse. And that's all there is to it. If we'd like to add another one, we can do that. And so let's add one more. We'll add verse 5. So you can add verses individually, as I just did there, or you can add multiple verses at one time. So if we wanted to memorize 3 verses as just one long passage, we could do that very easily. Just paste in the verse like that. Take out the numbers. And those are verses 6 through 8. And again, click Add Verse. And so if we come back to our verses page, we'll see that it has added those 3 verse records to the account here. And it's already generated audio files for the first 2, and as we speak, it's creating the audio file for that last one. It doesn't take long, so if we hit refresh, we'll see that already that verse is available to play. Now, if you want to listen to multiple verses on a loop, you can build your own playlist in AudioVerse, and so I'll demonstrate that. Let's just sort canonically first, and that's going to display all of our verses in the order that they appear in Scripture, so Genesis at the top and so on through Revelation. And if I want to listen, for example, to all that is in Psalm 1, I can just type in that reference, and then everything from Psalm 1 that I've added to my account is displayed on the screen. So at this point, I would just click Select All, and then at the top, Play Selected.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Psalm 1 verse 1. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Psalm 1 verse 2.
I'll stop it there, but you get the idea that it just cycles through everything you've selected, and then when it reaches the end, it will actually start back from the beginning, and so you would be able to listen to that chapter again and again. Now, you could also just click the Select All button when all of your verses are displayed, and so in that case, it would be playing everything that you've memorized, in this case sequentially, since we're sorting canonically. And then finally, I'll just say that it's very easy to search by verse text as well, which means that if you want to listen to all of your verses that have to do with faith, you could type in faith and all of those would be displayed. You could type in Jesus Christ and everything that includes that phrase would be displayed. If you wanted to listen to verses with lots of wisdom in them, you could type in Proverbs, and then everything from Proverbs is displayed, and you could play your verses based on those searches as well. So AudioVerse is free, and it's easy to sign up. Just go to scripturememory.com/AudioVerse.